Final council meeting of this council's term. Motion to adopt the agenda would be in order.
Move. Second.
All those in favor? Motion is carried. No delegations this evening. We have some minutes for approval. First of all, the October 15th council meeting minutes.
Move.
Second.
On approval, those in favor? Motion is carried. And we have the committee of the whole meeting minutes of October 22nd for receipt.
Move.
Second.
All those in favor? Motion is carried. Two recommendations. One is regarding the planning report for the light industrial zone upon Shamrock Place. In that area, that staff be directed to hold a second consultation meeting to receive feedback on the proposed zoning changes as outlined in the report of October 22nd.
Move. Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Motion is carried. And that's later on this evening, is it?
Yes.
Next door?
Yes. 7 o'clock.
Good thing we approved it.
Yeah, I was just thinking too. What are you doing here?
All right, second recommendation that the committee of the whole is that the Phase 3 component of the Northeast Comox Neighborhood Stormwater Management Plan be initiated, and then in parallel, the town initiate regulatory and administrative aspects necessary for implementation of the new stormwater management standards.
Move. Second.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Motion is carried. We also have for approval the special council meeting minutes of October 29th.
Move approval.
Second.
All in favor? Motion is carried. And just so council is aware, a letter was sent to the regional district regarding the objection to the OCP changes as discussed at that meeting. Page 15, manager report for receipts.
Move receipt.
Second.
Receipt then, all those in favor? Motion is carried. Any questions or comments? Everything's in progress. And see what, obviously, new council will deal with those things as they arise. Regional district meeting minutes for approval of October 21st.
Move.
Second.
For receipt. All those in favor? Motion is carried. The bylaws, new business. We have a resolution proposed by Councillor Price regarding Comox Heritage Week celebrations. We heard that the BIA is organizing for February, and Councillor Price would like Council to consider reinstating the annual event of presenting a Heritage Award to coincide with that celebration in February.
I would so move.
Second.
Can I just like
Go ahead.
say that I think it was very well appreciated by the community. It would be nice to have it as an annual event, and that we're working on it and working with our BIA, Mary Ruth, who seems to be quite a go-getter, and the mall should be hopping in February.
All right, thank you for bringing that forward. Anything further?
Is it too early to give us an example of some of the activities, or is it best kept as a surprise for your community?
Well, we're hoping to use quite a lot of the shop fronts, the empty shop fronts, and we've got material coming from the Comox Air Force Museum, hoping for some big equipment. And it's great that, John Ambler was great. How big do you want it?
Right.
We wanted a tank, but they didn't think the flooring in the mall would be up to it. We're probably not actually cheap. And so there is going to be an area with all different crafts, traditional crafts, and people operating them. But lots to see and lots of people dressed up. And hopefully a tour. There'll be something at the Philberg and a dance at the Rec Centre. An old-time, probably billetry, if you've got the old military costumes. So, a lot of fun.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
All right, so obviously, as soon as this passes, then staff will work on just the terms of reference, or perhaps bring forward the terms of reference for the Heritage Award, so council in the year in December to January period can get that point. All those in favor? Motion's carried. For receipt then, just notice then from staff about cancellation of the balance of the meetings for the month of November as is in accordance with our procedures bylaw.
Move.
All those in favor? Motion's carried. Page 31, staff is looking for authorization to dispose of some surplus equipment, 2002 F-350 crew cab and the 1999 high-up crane.
Move.
Second.
favor? Motion's carried. And at page 33, we have for receipt the 2014 audit service plan from Myers Morris Penny and the background report from our Director of Finance.
I'll move receipt.
Second?
Any discussion? Yes, Councilor Fletcher?
Just a question, I'm just wondering, did we last go out for a new audit RFP? And we do that every so many years, and I just can't remember when we last did that.
Going by memory here, my recollection is that it was in 2004 to 2005, something like that. You'll recall that we previously had Pateman Novakoski as an auditor. Dale Pateman was the engagement partner. And you'll also recall that there were improvements to audit procedures that arose as a result of the Enron fiasco. The Institute of Chartered Accountants basically required that the firms that want to do audits have more internal controls and double and triple checks of the field audit work that was performed. So having an engagement partner wasn't enough. You had to have a firm that also had a review partner who did nothing but review the other partner's work. And so Mr. Pateman came to us and basically said he didn't have the staffing capacity to look after us for an audit that would meet the standards of the Institute. As a result, we went out, and there was only one firm in the valley that really had experience and the depth in order to do municipal audits, and that was MNP. So ourselves, Cumberland, Courtney, all ended up with MNP. I think the regional district might since have done a quote, and they may be a BDO.
MMP is the only firm on this part of the island that doesn't.
Yeah.
I thought Preston Partners was getting it. No, they didn't go.
So, at any point in time, council is free to do that. If council wishes to test the waters again, I would encourage them not to appoint an auditor as part of their routine appointments in December. Make that direction to staff, and we'll go to an RFP. I have to be honest and say that there are often some one-time costs in switching auditors because they have to relearn and redocument all of your procedures and systems. So you may not save money, but I understand that council likes to test the waters, so to speak, to make sure that we're getting the best value for our procurement dollars.
Well, again, that's certainly something the new council can consider over the course of the next 4 years, but I think at this time they're just receiving this, and of course they're going to start their work already, so it's probably...
Their work, though, is for 2014.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that's right, and that we're always looking a year behind, so maybe for 2015 and beyond we can look at doing something. All right, anything further? Seeing none, all those in favor? Motion's carried. Correspondence items, starting at page 59, we have a letter from the Village of Cumberland Maple Lake Committee, and they are looking for a fundraising letter of support. Councilor
Can I
McKinnon,
speak to that, Your Worship?
You may wish to.
As a representative on the committee, the fundraising committee, the committee is asking for a letter of support from the town of Comox, just to include with their grant applications to places like Ducks Unlimited. They're not asking to get any funds from the town of Comox, just a letter of support. It was endorsed strongly by our committee. And
Thank you.
Thank you
And
for
there's
your
a
consideration.
form attached to the letter.
Sure, so I'd move that we grant them their letter.
Just before we do that, do they have any idea how much money they need to raise?
No, they're getting an assessment done right now, and they need to have their ducks in place.
Ducks on line.
Ducks in line. No.
All right, so a move to grant the letter of support, is it been seconded?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Motion's carried. Page 67, we have the letter from the BIA coordinator regarding the fact that Christmas is indeed coming. Friday, November 28th will be the Christmas tree lighting, and they're asking for the usual street closure, and staff will work with the BIA on that, so a motion to approve that request.
Move.
Second.
All those in favor? Motion's carried. And finally, on correspondence, a letter from the Mayor of Nanaimo regarding the passenger-only ferry service. They're looking again for letter of support for that operation.
Move.
Second.
Seconded. Somewhat timely, given the recent,
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe the only way to get there.
we'll see what happens.
Timing is everything.
The only thing I would express as a word of caution on this is that I note somewhere along the way that I saw them that they were going to request some federal Build Canada type funding, or whatever they're calling it, for that project. So obviously that'd be competitive with other things that we may wish to pursue. But letter of support, I don't think is a problem at this point. All those in favor? Motion's carried. No other items on the agenda, reports from members of council. So I was going to defer, and maybe the rest of council would agree, to not doing any reports to council, but instead allow Councillor Fletcher to give her farewell remarks. If that's okay, unless anyone's anything pressing to report on.
Very appropriate.
So you have the floor, but you have a 10-minute limit.
Got 2 minutes.
Thank you. In consideration of the fact that I know that I will be the only one who truly knows they will not return to this table next month, I asked the mayor that I might have an opportunity to express my thoughts and appreciation over the past 12 years of being here at this table. So I would like to just take some time and go back to 2002 when I first came to council, where I was a council member at the time. And I particularly want to take time to remember Ray Crossley. He was a councillor who, as I was the only female on the council at the time, Ray was one who lent a hand and was very engaging and a real friend to me. And I will remember that. He helped me kind of get on my feet here. And I'd also like to reflect and remember Jim Brass, who was the mayor for my first 2 terms as well. Jim was very patient with me. Patience, I don't think, was one of Jim's greatest virtues, but he took the time with me to consider my thoughts and worked well to bring us all together, and got us on track. And to all the members of council, yourselves included, I think we have done some great work, and I want to stress the word we, because no one person does anything here on council. It's a collective we that we've got a lot of work done here. And so I wish you all the best with your campaigns. Personally, I feel the campaign, and I've been there. And I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you all here and working well together. I'd also like to take the opportunity to say thank you to the staff. Richard Cannigan, you've been here all those 12 years, and I appreciate your calm, your advice, your guidance, and always an open door. And that was greatly appreciated. And all the senior staff, they're not all here today, but you've all been a critical part of what we do as council. We do it without your support and your wisdom and your guidance as well. I'd also like to say that I think back in 2002 we started a shift and we made a change in this town. And this town was no longer just about sidewalks and sewers. We brought a change that said council is about making a quality of life for our citizens. And we took those thoughts and we did things such as we engaged with our Comox First Nations and we created a relationship and we allowed them to start an industry that is worldwide, their shellfish industry. And we talked about climate change and we recognized that that was coming and we realized it and we started to make initiatives and had that conversation. And we had some hard discussions here and debates, and we talked about banning pesticides and burning and drive-throughs, and I think all of those, again, made a better quality of life for the citizens of Comox. And at the end of the day, I think that's what we're here for, to ensure that we do that. I'd like to also thank you all for the opportunity to serve on the regional district for the past 6 years. We there have done a lot of great work too. And there was a lot of work to catch up on, and we can be proud that we have a spade in the ground for a new hospital. We have landfills closing and landfills opening, and we have new organic collection, garbage collection, and we have upgraded rinks and arenas and curling rinks. And a lot of work has been done there as well. And I urge you to remember that we are the regional district. We are a member, and we should all stay united and collaborate and work together, because that's what will do best for our citizens. And speaking of our citizens, I would like to say thank you very much for the opportunity to serve. It's been an honor. It's been an incredible learning experience. It's been a challenge. It's been frustrating. It's been fun. It's been interesting. And it's been a gift from the community for me to serve. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Patrick. Well done, Councillor Fletcher, and certainly we all appreciate your service, and I know that we'll continue to work with you. You're still involved in St. Joe's Hospital on its board, so that'll be very interesting next few years for that, and I'm glad to see that you're still going to be involved. And I know you're coming up to a big trip, and we wish you all the best in that with Simon, and look forward to seeing you back when you return.
I can watch online. Thank you.
And you will.
All right, and certainly that's the end of our agenda. Anybody else who wants to make comments? Certainly before we adjourn, I just wanted to say that I want to echo remarks about the staff. Working with the staff's been a pleasure. I know we've all had the opportunity to go and sit in Richard Kennigan's office or Marvin's office or other people's offices with our concerns that have been brought forward by citizens and others to, and I know that they often have a tough job listening to all of that, but certainly put that all in perspective and brought back to us some recommendations and reports that gave us lots of options to consider. So I know they'll continue to work for the town's benefit with the new council, and we'll see where things go come November 15th and December 1st, and on we go. So although there's a bit of a hiatus for about 2 weeks, it'll kick into gear for the new year as we go forward with budget, etc. So congratulations to everyone here for serving, and good luck on the campaign. So with that, I don't know if there's any media or public questions at this time. Seeing none, then we'll have a motion to adjourn. Move.
Second.
All in favor? Meeting adjourned.